The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers allowed 5 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-1. Right now, the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central, 9.5 games behind first. The Brewers are third in the division, only a game and a half back. The Cubbies got an astounding 20 hits overall as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-5. Looking at the standings, the Mets are in last place in the NL East, 6.5 games back. The Cubs sit in second place in the National League Central, only a half game back. The Los Angeles Dodgers had 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati, 6-2. At the moment, the Reds sit in first place in the National League Central Division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Dodgers sit in second place in the National League West Division, 10.5 back. The Pirates got together to allow 4 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado, 3-1. Heading into today, the Rockies are in last place in the NL West, 20 games out of first. The Pirates sit in third place in the National League Central Division, only a game and a half back. The Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Fish in Miami, 5-4. Right now, the Marlins sit in third place in the National League East Division. They're 3.5 games back. The Braves are fourth in the division, 6 games out of first. Ruby De La Rosa won his first game of the season as the Diamondbacks disposed of the Nationals 4-1. As of today, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West, 14 games back. The Nationals are atop the National League East Division. They have a 3-game cushion. The San Francisco Giants only allowed 2 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Padres 3-0. They now have 6 straight victories. Looking at the
It's a cold Wisconsin night, but the roof is closed at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jimmy Nelson, the right-hander out of the state of Oregon, gets the ball in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look right here. Right-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's had his way with him.
Nick Williams heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Nick Williams.
The game's opening pitch is taken for ball 1 as we get started here tonight right on time at 7:10. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think this team has to be hoping that Michael Franco can get some of his mojo back. He's still without a stolen base this season, which is baffling. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or if he just needs to be more aggressive when he gets on base, but this team needs him to start taking advantage of his speed.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it to the shortstop. Actually, anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Michael Franco stands in as he looks at a called strike. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, this year, his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding. So look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Jonathan Villar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half
Leading
of the
off for the
first.
Brewers, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
And a high strike there, 0-1. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game,
That's a ball.
you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. And that's a loud out number 1.
Batting second.
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers.
Shaw.
Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I think you got to keep an eye on the Hebrew hand.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Blanco scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. And with
Batting
that,
third,
let's take a look at how the
left
Phils will
fielder,
set up on D.
Ryan
It's brought to us
Braun.
by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up. So we'll see how that impacts this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brewers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning in Milwaukee. No score on the... Michael Saunders will come forward now.
Leading off for
Back in the
Philadelphia,
lineup here after getting
the right
yesterday
fielder, number
afternoon
5,
off.
Michael Saunders.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, first
And with
baseman,
that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the
Joseph.
race in the National League Central. Tommy Joseph will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Hit to third. Shaw is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
batting sixth, second baseman,
Andres Blanco
Andres
will
Blanco.
stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
His numbers look pretty ugly on the season overall,
ball,
but he
no
did have a
strikes.
multi-hit game yesterday.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well,
Oh, that's down.
especially
Ball.
when you've got a good hitter up there.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1.
Batting fifth, right fielder
Domingo Santana will dig in now.
Santana.
He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Taken high and deep to right. Saunders going back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting
Kirk
sixth,
Neuenhuis will
center
stand in.
fielder.
He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
And that'll break the
Batting
string of
seventh,
5 straight to
catcher.
start the night. They finally get their first base
Vandy.
runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Cameron Rupp will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9
Leading
here
off
to
for the
start the
Phillies.
third inning.
Catcher.
And maybe one of these
Cameron
guys can break this
Rupp.
string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Shortstop.
And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Brewers are challenging the previous
Okay,
play.
well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Bandy has a play, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting ninth, catcher
Aaron Nola digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up, no score. Number 3 will get his first shot here. And you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
leading off for Philadelphia.
Nick Williams
Center
will
fielder.
stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And he was really late on this
Now
one.
batting.
I mean,
Left
really
fielder.
late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he'll take a look at ball one. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strikes.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Sinker, 3-2 now. Michael Franco is on deck. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Up next for
Michael
Philadelphia.
Franco
Third
stands in
baseman.
looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We are still scoreless. Jonathan Villar will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers' half of the sixth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Williams is there, and he has it for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Standing in now, Travis Shaw. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog. And he drives it over the wall.
Ryan Braun will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Blanco backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Eric Timms is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Kendrick ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Wow, that is just a great inside-out approach. They've got him shaded the hole a little bit, so you see a big gap out there in left center field, and it turns out he doesn't even use the gap because this one's all the way off the wall. But from there, he's able to ease his way on into second base with a long opposite field double.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is Saunders. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. You put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
Stepping in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. As he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 3. Michael Saunders will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has
Now
flown
pitching
by.
for the Brewers,
Junior Guerra is on to
41.
pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Cameron Rupp. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
No, that's down.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score.
Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in.
And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 3-2 contest. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost them a run.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on.
2-0.
So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. One out and a runner on third. Three and 0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-3 game.
the batter, pitcher, Aaron.
Take a deep breath there at home. Here's the wild pitch again in show motion. They say a batter has something like, I don't know, 0.3 of a second to duck out of the way of a pitch.
Your attention,
He might
please.
have seen his life pass
And
before his
hitting for
eyes
the
on that
Phillies,
one.
Odubel
Number
Herrera
37.
come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Now
Corey
pitching for the
Knebel
Brewers,
come on and pitch here
Number
with 1
46.
gone in the top of the 7th.
Corey Knebel.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Fastball called for strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Got
Now
him.
batter, center fielder, Nick Williams.
In now, Nick Williams. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
1-1.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. A Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. Ramos will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
61.
Jet Bandy will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, look at Franco. He's out.
No way. That was awesome.
Now batting, number 3.
Number 3 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Joseph is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Corey Knebel.
Corey Knebel will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Flying hard toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
I'm not sure what's more surprising, the fact that a relief pitcher just got a base hit, or the fact that he was hitting in the first place. Maybe they know something that I don't.
Jonathan Villar will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And that's taken for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Shot towards second, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Brewers strand 1, still tied. Howie Kendrick will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now. Travis Shaw digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Travis Shaw.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit hard to the right side. A dive. He's got it. To second for 1. Just late. He's safe.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Now
a great effort comes up short, and now the potential lead run is on base at first. Standing in now, Eric Timms, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Tommy Joseph will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Hit hard to the right side.
That's a
Foul. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, I would think he was due just to pitch an inning or so, but he's pitching pretty darn well. So why not stretch him out a bit? Been working so far.
Andres Blanco comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will get this one. Bases are empty, one man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or two away.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they'd go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Ripped on the ground to first. Timms takes it in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now. Cesar Hernandez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with two out and the bases empty. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Jorge Alfaro is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A pause, and the 0-2. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Center fielder, number 10, Kirk Neuenhuis.
Kirk Neuenhuis comes forward to hit with the winning run at first.
Well, this is all about execution here, Matty. At the very least, he's got to find a way to move him into scoring position.
First offering on its way. And he'll try and get that winning run into scoring position as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
Well, winning baseball games sometimes comes down to doing the little things. Perfect execution there, and now the winning run moves into scoring position with only one out.
Your attention,
Phillips will be called
And
upon
hitting
here
for
to
the
hit with the game on the
number
line.
77, Brett Phillips.
Into the seats, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
He watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Ripped down the first base line. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. And the Brewers have done it. They'll walk off a winner.
And he's going to get mobbed for that one. What a great at-bat here as he just comes through in the clutch and drives home that winning run from second base.
Fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get